So
Heck yeah.
tell me about whatever is going on
there
here.
was a Reddit thread posted by a random new account with one post talking about how YouTubers are getting paid by companies for things that they're not disclosing. This happens every once in a while. The main thing they were pointing at was boxes in the background being a paid product placement spot. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't think LTT came...
No, that has no traction whatsoever.
No. So I have the Tech Power Up article, which is where this kind of got a little gnarly. But I'm surprised Line of Skeptics didn't come up because of the old WAN show set.
What did we have on the old one? I thought...
The whole set was just products. The whole thing.
Okay.
I love how we dodged this completely.
That was so unprofessionally done.
No one's gonna...
No one would believe we got paid to do that.
Just like slowly fell over a year and just no one fixed it.
Well,
Perfect.
no. That was because they weren't paying their bills on time.
They slowly got Jenga'd from the pile.
When someone at the bottom of the pile didn't pay the bill, well, everyone on top just fell.
Yeah, so we were trying to make them pressure each other.
That's right. We were trying to make sure that they were holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
Accountable to pay us our money for WAN show. No, we'll do that later.
Yeah. So I actually don't know how Tweakdown presented this, and they might have presented this just fine.
Okay, well, sure. What the hey? Let's view some ads, and also maybe there'll be an article by going on tweaktown.com.
This is not as bad as some review sites that we have visited.
Nvidia and YouTube shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Wow.
Shenanigans. The mods at /Nvidia and /AMD refuse to let this be discussed openly. I'm not sure why exactly, as no reason was given. I hope we can foster a fair conversation here. Thank you.
BS.
Hopefully. I registered a new Reddit account today so I could post this with anonymity. I am scared that Nvidia will punish me if I talked about this under my YouTube channel. What are you talking about? Oh, hey, I did get mentioned.
Not LTT big.
My channel is pretty big. I think this is something the community needs to know. I'm a YouTuber that makes video reviews on computer hardware, blah, 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 and I work, okay, Nvidia has been pushing us YouTubers for Nvidia products to have a presence.
So you could find someone who works with ASRock, because there's not that many people that do it, and potentially figure out who this is.
I did a video a couple weeks ago with ASRock stuff in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, they have an AMD board.
How long was the time before that? Or am I just totally off my rocker?
No,
I've been out of it.
ASRock Rack, which ASRock Rack actually gets upset when you call them ASRock, even though they're just the server division of ASRock.
Okay.
Anyway, ASRock Rack we work with from time to time because they do really cool ITX server boards with big sockets.
Like, I just very rarely see
big
videos
sockets,
on ASRock. Thick sockets.
Thick sockets. Okay, so back to this.
Robust sockets.
Nvidia has been pushing us YouTubers for Nvidia products to have a presence in AMD and Intel review videos that we put up. I have verified this is happening with a lot of channels. Nobody wants to talk about it publicly because they're afraid of Nvidia cutting them off from hardware and drivers. Or they are afraid they will lose Nvidia sponsorship and advertising money. Yes, Nvidia pays a lot of YouTube channels for exposure. This started when the first Vega 7 cards were coming out, and now Nvidia, particularly NVPR, names removed. Both press relations from employees are pushing this very hard since RX 5700 cards were released. When I started really wanting YouTubers to rehash, to distract, wait, what? Nvidia pushed comparing AMD with AMD and keeping their cards out of the mix for benchmarks. Nvidia is also asking YouTubers to do other things. Nvidia asked me and others to make sure we always had Nvidia branding visible in AMD and Intel coverage videos. What are you even talking about?
Yeah, so this is awesome. And then I think, I don't know how much traction this got, but it's some crazy dude on Reddit, so whatever. What got interesting is that, I don't know what Tweaktown wrote about it. Sorry, I didn't read it.
Yeah.
But Tech Power Up picked it up.
Yeah.
Tech Power Up wrote an entire article going, not like, oh, hey. Because I saw on the Tweakdown thing, it was like, conspiracy, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just reporting on a Reddit thread that maybe blew up a little bit, and that's fine. Tech Power Up was like, this happened. Nvidia is paying people, blah, 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 blah. Here's an example. And they put, it's been changed now. Now it's just the YouTube not happy face.
Here, let me see if I can share your screen. There it is.
But it used to be a picture of Steve from Gamers Nexus standing on a set with hardware in the background, and they're like, here is an example of it happening.
I can tell you for a fact that Steve would disclose any sponsorship. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna help y'all out, okay? So you want to talk about tech reviewers that cover this kind of stuff, right? What the deuce is? Hold on a second. Okay, I think this is the right number.
There's more to this story, but I'm trying to get it.
One moment, please. I just have to I have to place a quick phone call. If you'll excuse me, please. I said excuse me.
Just don't show the number.
I'm not going to show the number. I'm not an idiot.
I mean, the amount of things that get leaked on
that time when we leaked our payroll.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
Oh, conspiracy confirmed. Paul is not picking up. He doesn't want to talk about it. All right. Well, no. Maybe he's just not around right now. It's fine. I'll try someone else.
It's a nice try.
Okay.
It's a good
All
shot.
right.
You should just. What if you just call Steve?
No.
He has a video up on it.
Yeah. I'll try Steve. I'll try Steve. Okay. Just it says stay on the line while your call is being completed. I'm trying Jay.
While you're calling, if you want, just
sure.
throw my screen up.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and yeah.
So Steve addressed this on his Twitter. I also like that our own Anthony Young.
Wait. Jay is not picking up either.
They've all fled town. They're leaving the country.
Wow. Okay, let's try Kyle.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, screw that guy. Let's try Lyle. Go ahead. Sorry.
You can see on his Twitter, he's addressing it directly. He demanded immediate removal of his likeness from the content and a statement apologizing, which is like more than fair. He also followed up saying that they did just that, which I thought was also more than fair. And then they posted their own video, which was hilarious and kind of fun to watch. That is here, and I recommend.
Even Lyle isn't picking up, and I thought he had integrity.
Maybe Lyle is trapped somewhere.
Maybe my bat phone is just not working. I can't get in touch with anybody.
I can't. I don't want to show this.
Maybe no one wants to talk to me, says Ed.
I'm gonna play this and then.
Well, then why are you standing there? You seem like you want to talk to me.
I have to.
What's up?
Can you look at your teams?
Oh, look at my teams. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Kyle's calling back. No, I'm sorry. I can't look at my teams right now. Sir.
Go.
Yeah, so, I think you really owe the community an explanation, sir.
Okay. Are you live streaming right now?
Also, sorry, I seem to have misdialed. I had really wanted to talk to Lyle.
Oh, well, he's not here right now.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I'll settle for Kyle. So, how much money is Nvidia paying you for the product placement of their boxes in the back of your videos, sir?
Jesus Christ. Are you working for AMD again?
Wait, hold on a second. Have you not heard about this either?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
oh, excellent.
Fill me in, please.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so here you go, guys. Giant conspiracy theory. Tech YouTubers are getting paid by Nvidia to put Nvidia branding in randomly in the backs of their videos, but they don't know about it.
Wait, can you tell me more, and where do I sign up? That sounds awesome. I'm super on board. It's about time they started an initiative like that. I've been waiting for this shit.
Super easy. Just put a box in the back and just automatically make money.
I know, right? Thanks, Kyle. I had just wanted to confirm that you were also not getting checks, and so I don't have to feel bad about not getting my checks in the mail for having my Nvidia box here on the WAN show today. Really appreciate it. All right. So confirmed. Kyle is also not getting paid. Oh wait.
He's just calling everyone. He's answering his team's thing now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would go watch Gamers Nexus's video because he's great, they're great, and that is like a positive interaction for this. Do not go to Tech Power Up's article. Don't do that. Just watch the coverage of it done by YouTubers, because that's the real kick in the nanners.
Hey.
How could you have been so dishonest with me, Mr. Burke? Guys,
Which part?
this is Stephen Burke from Gamers Nexus here, and you told me.
Hang on, wait, I have a special guest too. Wait. Okay, say hi. Hello. Let's do some server stuff.
Hi, Wendell.
Hey, Wendell. Oh, sick, dude. Okay, so both of you. Look, both of you, since I have you on the line, how can you have been so dishonest with me? I thought you told me that we were going to just, if we got caught, we were going to admit the Nvidia sponsorship scandal. And here you are, Steve, doubling down on that they're not paying you. Why can't you just be honest with yourself and the community?
Well, I was kind of hoping you would admit it first, and then we would just run you over with the bus. That was my plan.
Yeah, but now you've gone and you've raised the profile of this issue. You know, now you're putting me in a very difficult position here. Don't draw Luke into this. He works for Floatplane now. He has nothing. Don't let this sully his good name.
But I hear Luke's laugh. Why are you mean to your employees, Linus? Why don't you let them speak? It's all about Linus all the time.
I even made sure that we had our Nvidia product placement for the show today, and now I'm the one getting in trouble.
Oh boy, great.
I can't see what sort of Lovecraftian and horror that you've done, but I'm sure it's amazing.
All right, so you know what? I think there is something good that can come out of all of this, though. And that's that, look, if Nvidia is going to take a bunch of PR flack and we're going to take a bunch of flack from the community over these sponsorship dollars, then hey, at least we can use it as leverage to get them to finally actually spend some money with YouTubers and throw some Yeah.
I like how some of the people that are complaining about this also have boxes in the background. Do you think that we can continue to check for that? Because I don't think that's how that works. Like, I got in the boxes, where's my check? It's like, I need to see, let's do this.
No, you put the boxes in the background first, and then you bill them later. That's how it works.
All right, thanks. I felt like we owed it to our WAN show audience. We've been being quite tongue-in-cheek throughout this segment, but I felt like we owed it to our WAN show audience to utilize our tech YouTuber connections to demonstrate that whoever this article is talking about, and I have no idea who it could possibly be, but supposedly it's
I don't think
tech.
it's a real person. Like, I have conspiracy theories as well, but I don't think it's a YouTuber.
Oh, there's no way it's a YouTuber because supposedly they know other tech YouTubers, and like I don't think I'm connected directly with everyone, but my cell phone book is pretty full of tech YouTubers, and I'm pretty damn sure that all of them have as much trouble extracting money from Nvidia for sponsorship as I do. So.
Yeah, and Linus, on a separate note, we just got finished placing you in a featured video with Wendell. We didn't require you here. We used AI to recreate you.
Really?
After that video. Yeah, it's really advanced.
Did you guys deep fake me?
It's not quite that good.
Is it a bad Photoshop job of like one of our thumbnails?
It's not a bad Photoshop job. But it is a Photoshop job.
But we got some LTT merch in there for you, so you'll have the product placement there. So does that mean you get checks from that?
Yeah, when do I get the check?
When do you get the check?
Yeah. It's your hoodie.
I'll send you the check for the hoodie when you send me the check for the mod mats, all right? Deal?
No, never mind.
And given how much bigger my channel is, I think you owe me a much bigger check.
Yeah, you know you're breaking up, Linus. I didn't hear that.
Sorry, what's that, Steve? Okay, sorry, yeah, okay, bye.
Bye, guys. So yeah, that's a thing. Go watch Gamers Nexus's video on it, and go watch Wendell's videos that are completely unrelated because he's great.
Yeah. So just to be very clear, we actually have worked with Nvidia a handful of times in the last couple of years.
You guys also worked with them recently.
Yeah. So we did a video with them. I think about a year and a half ago. It was either holiday 2017 or 2018, talking about 4K gaming and how, bottom line is, Nvidia's top tier card is the only way to game at 4K, which it was. We did something with them in the interim. Was there anything in between?
Was that sponsored?
Oh yeah, yes it was. Yep.
You sure?
Yep. And then we did a G-Sync piece with them about 6 months ago, and then more recently we did the big thing that we talked about yesterday, the collab with Shroud, looking at high refresh rate versus low refresh rate gaming and how much of a difference it actually makes to your skills. So that's the 3 projects that we've done with Nvidia in like the last 3 or 4 years. We definitely don't get a check for Luke to have a silly box on the WAN show.
No.
And even during the launch of the, what was it? Was it RTX Titan? When we had the card like that we were able to flash on the show but then put away? Was that RTX Titan or something? Yeah. We didn't get paid for that. We just did it because we thought it was hilarious to like flash it with no other information, and then we actually didn't even end up doing a review of that card because we were so annoyed with the way that they handled the embargo. So like, to imagine for a second that Nvidia paid us money to like flash something for literally 3 seconds and then have an angry call with them afterwards about their bad embargo lift policy.
Didn't you guys skip launch events for a bit?
We still do.
We still do.
Still do.
Yeah, we don't do their launch events
Definitely
anymore.
getting paid though.
Yeah, definitely getting paid to not attend events.
For sure. 100%.
I mean, to be clear, like there are people at Nvidia that we have great working relationships with, and there are people at Nvidia that we don't have great working relationships with. I think what a lot of people,
it was super fun.
I think what a lot of people don't understand is that these companies actually work really hard to put up one face, one brand.
Yeah.
But behind that is hundreds and in some cases thousands of people, all of whom have different agendas, different ideas, different ambitions, and different amounts of moral fiber in some cases. So just because something scummy happens doesn't necessarily mean that everyone was on board. And by the same token, just because something good happens doesn't mean that everyone was on board.
Yeah.
In this case, this is, I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, a complete nothing burger.
Just scum and villainy.
And we can all ignore it. Nick, what can I do for you, sir?
Well, first, my question about that whole thing is like they're alleging that Nvidia is paying reviewers or whatever. How does that work for Nvidia? They don't just go light piles of money on fire.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people think that Nvidia spends a lot of money on marketing.
Right, but I'm saying, even if they spent a lot of money on marketing, why would they pay people to show their boxes?
A lot of people who don't really understand how marketing works think that,
product placement is like truth serum, and just if it's there, like 80% of the audience is going to buy it.
Yeah, and like that wouldn't be effective. That would be a total waste of money. And the other thing too is that a lot of a lot of people think that the way that money is flowing and changing hands is much more rapid and more fluid and less, contract and lawyer bound than it actually is. And so I'll see people coming out and saying, yeah, for sure, this video that LTT did is undisclosed sponsored video because, I've seen a lot of shops in my day and I can tell by the pixels or whatever, when the reality of it is, that video is either only tangentially about the thing that they're alleging sponsored the video or includes a ton of information or a guide for how to use it improperly or whatever that no brand we've ever worked with would allow in a sponsored video. It just doesn't work that way. Honestly, I feel like I owe the community another Honest Answers video. Honest Answers. How do sponsored videos work?
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Really, how do they work? Maybe we could find a company that doesn't exist anymore, so we could show the contract, for example. If we found someone who doesn't exist,
Nick's just like
Doppler Labs or something.
You'd have to be careful if they were bought out.
We can talk about that.
They weren't bought. They're just dead. But yeah, we'll talk about it offline. But we could figure out just how much we can tell you guys and go as deep as we can into it. Because I think it's something that people don't understand and they think they understand.
I also think a Honest Answers like follow up or like re-up or something on how do we make money could be pretty cool.
I thought about doing that, and I was actually looking at that the other day, and what I realized is that while the mix, like the percentages, have shifted around a little bit.
Isn't a lot of like new?
There are new ways that we make money, but it's kind of muddy to calculate right now. So the merch side of the business does make money now, but like the way that you calculate that is really complicated. You can't just say, okay, well, however much you brought in, So however much revenue you brought in minus the cost, because a lot of the time you'll have POs cut and checks cashed for stuff that won't hit your warehouse for another 2 months.
Right.
So how does that work into the calculation?
And then you might have like a launch of a line of products. I don't think we've done that yet, but you might eventually have a launch of a line of products and you might hold them for a while before you launch them. So the payment is going out for that way before you're getting any income, and then you're getting tons of income when maybe there's no out. And
so it's a little bit difficult to calculate. Like, how do
to be clear, I know nothing about it.
How do we subtract our inventory liability from the profit that we've made and the payroll that we pay, but that is not, it's not on quite the same balance sheet. So I'm not quite sure how to do that. Also, some of the main ways that we discussed last time really haven't changed that much. And so a big part of the reason that I did that video was to just go, okay, look, guys, this cloak and actually, it's funny, it's very related to what we're talking about right now. This cloak and dagger, under the table payment system that you guys seem to think runs Linus Media Group isn't. In fact, the vast majority of our income comes from other sources like Amazon affiliate, Google AdSense. At the time, Vessel was a big source of revenue. Now Floatplane.
Hooray.
So from our community directly. Now it's merch, which is another form of community sponsorship. You can take. Oh my God! Get this out. No, that's fine. We'll make Luke put it back.
Yeah, I know where it was, so just here. I don't want to forget it.
No. We'll forget it there for sure. Here,
it's empty.
Oh Lordy.
It's fine. Yeah. Cool. You can just go over here. It's fine. I want to make sure I put it back.
So a big part of the reason that I had wanted to do that so much was because I was trying to prove a point. But like, look, if I'm just completely transparent, will you guys finally stop with this conspiracy theory nonsense if I just tell you the real story? And the reality of it is that no, it didn't in fact change what a lot of people thought about me and about...
Really?
No, it didn't seem to have much of an impact. The people who trusted us already, I think trusted us more, which is great.
Yeah.
But the people who were sure that we're lying about it, just thought we were lying more. We made up an even more elaborate lie.
Something that I like is when you have those kind of situations where you have like community members and there's some that are on your side and there's some that are not on your side. Even if it doesn't sway the battle, giving the people that are on your side an easier job is often nice. So like even if it didn't necessarily help the noise, if you gave them that video, at least they can go, copy paste.
If I'm gonna white knight, I might as well have some great material to white knight with.
Sure, yeah.
Fair enough.
Someone's like, he's a shill, just copy paste the video and point at it with a little up arrow and then next post, whatever. It's nice to give them those things. We appreciate it.
Can I help you with something, Nick? Speaking of risky, it is extremely risky to be putting Nvidia-sponsored product placement in the back of your videos and not disclosing that. Hey, Jay.
Well, I think the FCC has something to say about that.
Yeah, bad dog, no. I'm pretty sure that's what they have to say about that. Have you been, sorry, we're kicking back to a previous topic here because Jay takes 45 minutes to return my calls.
I was in the gym. I'm trying to work off some of that fat.
Good job, Jay.
So have you heard about the drama with YouTubers being accused of taking money from Nvidia to feature their products in the background of videos?
Yeah, I have. I've been pretty vocal against it. I'm in annual thing with Nvidia, isn't it? It's just some other Nvidia story.
You broke up a little bit there.
Oh, Sorry, I said, yeah, I've been pretty vocal against it, but then I went on to say, isn't this just the annual Nvidia drama story? It's just something different every year.
Yeah, it kind of is looking that way. So I just wanted to confirm. I felt like for our viewers, I owe them, you know, using my phone book and my cell phone to get some confirmation that whoever this person supposedly thinks they're talking about, it's nonsense. So you're not getting secret money from Nvidia?
No, it's not me. And can I go on to say that they're the only company of the big three that's never paid me dollars?
That's funny.
We've had sponsored Intel and sponsored AMD content, but never from Nvidia.
I would love to say that surprises me, but that would be a bulb-faced lie.
Yeah.
All right.
It's irony, right?
I know, right? It's like if I'm going to be accused of selling out, it'd be nice to actually at least get to cash the check.
Yeah. If I have to go to the penalty box, I will like to have actually done the penalty.
Yeah, at least, you know, if you're going to put baby in the corner, make sure it's a valid reason. That's
yeah.
all I am.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
All right, guys. Have a good show.
All right. Bye. So there you go. Yet another tech